lighting. Ugh, this story time is gonna go on forever. Hey guys, it's Sarah and welcome back to a new video, and today is part 2 of the story time about KCON. This is all about the concert experience, and as you can tell, I'm wearing something different from part 1. I decided to refilm part 2 because it was all over the place, and yeah, I just felt like it'd be better if I could refilm it. In part 1, I did mention that I was out having dinner with the rest of the guys, but you know, after an hour it was actually time for the concert, and the concert had already started, and for us to get to the venue or the concert hall, it does take some time to get there by walking, and that was the first time ever that I did not line up for a concert and wait. We actually had to run for it, and that was very new to me but thrilling at the same time. But yeah, I had P2 tickets, so I was in the standing part. I was with Kim Dow, Sarah, and David from K Moments, and the first group that was performing, or the first song that we almost missed on, was SF9's Easy Love. So at first I was like screaming, but then at the same time it didn't really hit me that I was actually in the concert. We were seated or standing towards the back more. Like for me, like my experience with Big Bang, I was in the middle of the crowd, and that was seriously suffocating. So from that, I was glad that we were at the back where there was a lot of space and there was air. And from where we're standing, you can clearly see like everything, like even from the big screens, or when they're like at the front stage, you can still see them. So I didn't complain about our view or, you know, where we were standing. It was really good. So the second song that SF9 performed was Fanfare, and that's their debut single. I'm not too sure if SF9 did perform another song or that I just didn't record it, but that was pretty much it that I got from SF9, and as of what I could remember. The thing that shocked me the most was I was going to try to just enjoy the actual concert and try not to film too much, but then what I didn't expect was the MC that was hosting like the first part of the actual concert. From this point, you're gonna see me in a crazy fangirl mode. 101 was the MC. I actually thought it was Kevin Rue, because that's what I knew about Friday concert, that he was the MC, but it started off with 101. Yeah, that must be really weird for these guys to see me like that. But then right after, Cosmic Girls had a little special stage. They performed 2 songs from Kylie Minogue. It was kind of funny for me because I just haven't heard any Kylie Minogue songs in a very long time, but they did perform it really well. But what caught my attention the most was the fanboy next to me, David. From this point, he actually just walked away and moved forward closer to the stage. It was Cosmic Girls, and they were the only girl group that was part of our lineup for Saturday, so, you know, I totally understand. Second official group to perform was actually Uptension, and they just had this like intro dance break, and I was just like, whoa, whoa. The first song they performed was Runner. The next song was So Dangerous, and that's their debut single, and just hearing that intro I was just like hearing it live is really good, and WONHO, the main vocalist, oh my god. And then the last song they performed was White Night. I think that was their latest track, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Whenever an MC came out just for a little break, it'd always be someone else. So this time it was MONSTA X, IM, and KCON. This part, it was actually, oh, how should I describe this? It was like a little dance break. So they'd be playing music, and you know, the crowd would start dancing, and whoever the cameraman finds, like, they'll be on the screen. I think the songs being played were EXO's Coco Pop and BTS's Fire. And then the last song was actually TWICE's TT. So a little story behind the whole reason why I was laughing during TT was during our panel on Saturday, we had a K-pop idol kind of guessing game, and you know, TWICE was one of the groups. I was, you know, you had to guess who it was, but yeah. Yeah, everyone just started doing TT, and Kim was like, I know how to do the dance, but her hands was like, I forgot how she was doing it, but it wasn't exactly like this. So that just made me crack up during that moment when everyone was just dancing to TT. So yeah, that's just a little story. But I was a little bummed out that Blackpink wasn't being played during this time, because come on, Blackpink. But like, you know, they didn't play it, and we moved on to the next group. From this point, you know, someone had to just walk away again and just head, you know, closer to the stage. It was Cosmic Girls' turn. And the first song they performed was Happy, so it started off really bubbly and energetic. But the next song, so once I heard the chorus, I was just like, this is seriously my favorite song from them. But the next song though, I know this is from their debut. I think it was their like second title track. It's Catch Me. But yeah, I mean, Cosmic Girls, they were really good that night, and you know, they also did a little special stage earlier, so they did perform quite a lot. Next was the time for me to go crazy. You just know, like for each group, they had like their little intro teaser playing, and like, you know, music for them to like make their grand entrance, and it was time for 101. At this point, everyone was going crazy. See, I knew we're all on the same page. The reason why I really wanted to see 21, 101, oh my god, I keep saying 21. And even though they are a temporary boy group, I think just because I watched it from the very beginning, like Produce 101 till the very end, it just got me really attached to them. And you know, this was a now or never chance to see them. I was jumping at this point, so I guess it's different when you're like really anticipating a certain group. It felt so surreal just seeing them live. And during the talking segment, it was actually Lai Lin's birthday.
Could you guys say happy birthday song tonight?
Since 101 was the second lost group to perform for the concert, they introduced Pinata Time, which is basically like a little, I guess, a mission game. So there's a boomerang and missions on the screen, and wherever the boomerang would stop on a certain mission, they'd have to do that. They basically divided into two groups, the Hyung team and the Dongsaeng team, so the older guys and the younger guys. And yeah, the older guys had the cute concept, and this was so overwhelming, I swear to God. But you know who stole my attention from that point? Kim Jae-won. He was dancing. I don't know, if you're like a really old like K-pop like lover, you would know that Shinhwa's Andy had this heart dance, and he was doing that dance, and I was just like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. He was so adorable, like he's so extra, I love it. So for the younger team, they actually had to do a sexy concept, but how should I say this? I think because they're like way younger than me, I just wasn't feeling it, and I was just like, looking away. Like I had no interest whatsoever, but you know, I did film it. I mean, their efforts were cute. The last song they performed was actually Burn It Up. I felt so proud just because I watched Produce 101. Like, I know what they're capable of in terms of their talents and their skills. I was just like a really proud fan watching them. Only thing I was kind of bummed out with 101, they didn't perform Naya Na. You know, Pick Me? I really wanted them to perform that because, you know, it's their trademark, but they didn't perform it. Moving on to the last performance of the concert, we had new MCs again, so it was SF9's Insong and Rowoon. So, you know, they had a little talk and all of that. But yeah, the last group was MONSTA X, and I already knew what I was like kind of expecting. Okay, so my bias is Shonu, so I was like ready to just keep my eye on him, and I was gonna say drool over him, but no. But I do also know that WONHO is such a tease in general, especially when he's performing. Like, in terms of his stage outfits, he's always that one member who's exposing a little bit more than the other, so I was just like, I'm kind of dreading it, but excited at the same time. The first song they performed was Shine Forever, so, you know, they started off really strong. Everyone is screaming at this point, and I was like, dang, there's a lot of MONSTA X fans here. Next song they performed is one of my favorites from them, which is Beautiful. I just really like this song because the dance for the chorus is so sleek. They had the Pinata Time as well. So their mission was to propose. So there's 3 of them. IM just did like a little romantic kind of pickup line. I wasn't paying attention from this point, but they chose like one lucky fan from the like crowd, and you know, she was on screen and everything. I mean, Kihyun even serenaded her, but the one that stood out the most was WONHO.
Oh, come on, the
WONHO, oh my gosh.
Oh, selfie. Oh my god. I envy you. Oh my god. Angel.
There was no point of me explaining all of that, like just watching it She was so lucky, and I was screaming and I was so happy for her because oh my god, she's so lucky. I would have been so happy if that was me, regardless, like, you know, taking a selfie or a selfie and then, you know, kind of holding his hand and then you even get a hug. Like, idols weren't even supposed to come off the stage, but he did anyway, and I was so happy for her. And another thing during the proposal, something that really distracted me was that I saw staff putting mic stands in the front stage and I got really excited by myself. Like, I knew what was going on in the other side, but just looking in the center of the stage, I was like, I knew exactly what song they were going to perform. And it's my favorite song and I got so excited, just like how I'm acting crazy right now, but it was X Girl. I really love this song and I can listen to this song on repeat. I started listening to it again and I can never get sick of this song, really. It's just so good. And then after that, they performed Fighter. The last song they performed, MONSTA X, was actually Hero. I didn't film much from this point because I just wanted to enjoy the last few moments of the concert. And yeah, MONSTA X, they performed 5 songs. Wow. They ended the concert so well. So that was pretty much it for the concert. To conclude it, they invited all the groups one by one back to the stage so they could go to the front, you know, do their little fan service and say bye. But yeah, as you can see, we all definitely enjoyed the concert. Cosmic Girls was very, very popular. So David was like fanboying over Cosmic Girls. I was fangirling over 101. Why don't you marry me? Just saying bye. It just felt like it went by so quickly, like the 2-hour concert and everything. It's done now! And the last thing, I'm so glad I decided to record this. MONSTA X came back to the front and Shonu took off his jacket, so like you can definitely see his build, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
This is everyone! Take your shirt off!
Well, who made it worse? WONHO. WONHO. Oh my gosh. I sound thirsty as hell. I didn't expect it from that point anymore because, like, you know, he was basically flashing throughout their stage, but he did it at the very end as well, and oh my gosh.
He's shaking. You are! Like, I've gone through like emotional roller coaster. I don't know whether to cry, like, we're so excited.
And I didn't go to the Friday concert, and I feel like I would have enjoyed that as well, but, you know, I didn't have tickets to that, so I just saw the clips and it was really good as well. But I feel like the Saturday concert was well hyped, so you know, it was very enjoyable. And I guess it's also, you know, to do with the people who you're with. If I was by myself, then I feel like I would have been really just like focused on filming, but you know, since I was with other people, I had more fun. I can't believe that was it. After that, we all just kind of went our separate ways. I had to take train, so you know, saying goodbye to everyone, I think I missed out on a few people, but yeah, that was my KCON concert experience. Like, looking back at all the clips, it's so weird. It's not that often that you guys get to see me like really fangirl or anything, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I just said that, but yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be back to the regular style of doing reviews and all of that. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.